Alongside Aaron Ward and Shane Kelly, I'm Irf Gaffar with the fourth period, and we like to call this segment Dirty Data. Guys, we'll start with the Montreal Canadiens. Plenty of changes in that organization over the last couple of weeks. And when you look at the one spot that a lot of people said going into this season would be their bright spot, goaltending, Shane, the numbers suggest maybe it's not the goaltenders, it's the deployment of the goaltenders.
Yeah, for me, I bet Claude Julien still got a job if he had played Jake Allen a little bit more during the season. I know it's hard to do with their salaries, but Jake Allen, if you look at goals saved above expected, which is basically trying to figure out an average goalie, how many goals would they let in with these shots, Jake Allen's top 8 in the league. Carey Price, 49th out of 54. So that means that, Carey Price is, for me, in the decline phase of his career. If you look at, the distance from the net that they're letting in goals, Carey Price, 21 feet is his average goal distance. For Jake Allen, it's 14. So something, Aaron, is going wrong there.
Yeah, and the data oftentimes, for a lot of people, doesn't make sense to people who look for the eye test. For this case, it absolutely does. If you look at Carey Price, during most of these games, he makes a spectacular save, but the mundane, the easy ones, he's letting in. So it's supportive. The data says exactly what you're seeing. Carey Price not being great, and Jake Allen being there as a support network, what kind of support they're getting up front? Not a whole heck of a lot. 45 goals scored by the team in the first 10 games this season. The last 10 games, 22. And you got a coaching change. You got guys come out of the lineup, veteran and Tatar coming out. They're not getting the rebound effect that most teams would get and getting a new coach in Ducharme because, well, essentially this guy is just coming from one position further down the bench to stay in the middle. He has past relationships. He has understanding of what these guys bring to the table. And guys, I don't think, feel that necessity to impress upon or audition for a brand new coach. So some things in Montreal currently are not working. And truthfully, this is psychological. This is a group that's snake bitten and just can't put the puck in the net. Currently second in the league in possession. The Ottawa Senators 11th. There's only 3 goals separating them on the season in terms of scoring, and that's Montreal's got the 3. Doesn't say a lot for a team that is ahead of Ottawa, who everybody thought was going to be the doormat of the National Hockey League.
Aaron, very quickly, where do you think it all went wrong for the Canadiens? Because in the beginning of the season, they looked like this team that no one was going to beat in the North Division, and then now it's like, are they even going to make the playoffs?
Well, you play the same teams over and over, you're going to get a habitual recognition of what they're bringing to the table. I don't think they're catching anybody off guard. Yes, the team's deeper. They've got top to bottom more talent in the lineup. But overall, I mean, you get accustomed to playing these guys, and the same flow isn't there. They're not getting the shorthanded goals for. So where that confidence and flow existed at the start of the season, now teams know what to expect. They know who to trigger, who to pay attention to, who maybe to run into Matt Murray, and Matt Murray slowly gets back up, and they know that the league's already got an eye on Gallagher. All these things not working in the favor of the Montreal Canadiens.
Thanks very much for this, guys. The Montreal Canadiens look to right the ship as we enter the halfway point of the season.